Welcome to Thrive, Transformative Strategies for the New Year, the CLA virtual conference poised to redefine your approach to success. Today, we unite under the banner of innovation, ready to forge new paths in personal and professional growth. Each speaker today brings unique insights to propel us forward. Get ready to explore innovative strategies that will enhance your growth journey in 2024.
Hello, beautiful souls. Today we are traveling inwards. And to do that, we have to have self-foundation mastery experience. But let's start with a little story of my own. And I just want to let you know that I not always was the way I am today, because my story 17 years ago, it was facing tough times that I contemplated suicide, but not until I put in practice and experienced stillness, awareness, and consciousness. It was when I woke up and I found the answer for many questions in our life. So if you have something to write with, this is the time to start making notes, because I want to share what self-discovery is and personal development, because they come together. If you find the real you and you experience your goals and your desires, then personal development comes when you put all that in experience in practice. So let's talk about self-discovery and personal development. It's like uncovering hidden treasures within yourself, understanding your feeling, thoughts, and what make you unique. Is the key unlocking your superpowers. Do you have superpowers? We all do. Self-discovery help you find these powers. And the personal development is like training to make them even stronger. So let's start breaking free from overthinking. You know, this mind and all the thoughts that we have through the days. How do you break from thinking so much and not letting the exterior of life talk to you louder than your interior? So I'm just going to give you a little example how to cut off the outward and be inside, traveling to your inner being. I want you to write two things. I want you to create a little comic in a picture, and picture yourself listening to all these things from the outside. And then number two, I want you to write or draw how do you set free from that. So the first one will be kind of like in a cage, kind of timid, time of, just listening and going crazy. But the second one, I want you to visualize yourself coming out of that cage, coming out free, okay? And that's one of the examples, because if you reprogram your mind, is when you are set free. You know, I use the book of the Bible a lot, but it says it in there, renew your mind. And when you renew your mind, you renew your journey. And that's what happens to me 17 years ago. I renew my mind and my journey changed. Now, let me tell you, we are not here to wish to get to the end of the line or to be the first one in line, because it's a journey. It's a journey of learning. It's a journey of experiences. And if you're thinking about the past, thinking that the past ruined you, just go back to the past, pick up those lessons that you didn't learn, visualize them, learn them, and just go over it. Because once that you learn the lessons of the past, they never will come back to you. So that's one of the things. Don't let your mind play tricks, okay? The second one, the flow of state, mind unveiled. And how do we know that we are flowing with the life that we've been given? I'm going to tell you how. And I'm just going to go into an example. If you are attentive and listening to what I am saying, can you think about anything that your mind is bringing? No. And that is being aware and conscious of your reality at the moment, and life flow from there. But you are not going to be a multitask because it's not for your advantage. It's better to be aware of right now of what you're doing so you can get the best out of it. And I encourage you that if you are listening to me and you are aware and your conscience is listening, attentive, because I want to hear the voice that coming out of my mind, you're not in a mindset at this point. Now, the other thing I would like to do is give you an example or exercise. Pick an activity that you enjoy, like drawing or playing a game, and spend 20 minutes aware, conscious of what you're doing. And then the results, I want you to write them down after you do the exercise. Let me know how many thoughts came to your mind while you were giving full attention to what you were doing, playing a game, watching a video, or whatever you're doing, reading a book, or drawing a beautiful picture, or doing whatever you are going to do. But then the result of your awareness and consciousness that you give to that particular time, I want you to know your results. It's no way that your mind can play tricks on you when you are fully committed to what you're doing. And that means being conscious at the time and also aware of what was going on so you can take full advantage of all what you do. The other one is strategies for self-discovery. How are we going to know? So to experience, self-discovery, you need to be reflecting on what you like, what make you move, what make you flow, what make you happy. It have to be times in your life when you were super happy, doing something that you love, and that is the true self. We are custom made. Once that we pass this world and we just pass away, our spirit will live forever. However, no one will come to earth identical at you. So we have to experience life from the inside out and not from the outside in. And I'm going to give you an example. Just look at life like it's a big Monopoly game. And then you will choose where you go, what you buy, and what not. You want to play that game, or do you want to go with the flow of life for what you desire, what make you excited and make you happy? And that is when you encounter the real you. And if you have questions about that, this is one thing that you can do. Talk to yourself as a third person. In my case, my name is Natalie. They call me Coach Kira. So when I want to refer myself and ask a question to Natalie, I go beyond that. I look at myself in the third person and I ask Natalie, hey, Natalie, do you like what you're doing? Why are you doing it? And what are the results that you're looking from that? If it doesn't match your desires and your love and the unconditional love that you have for yourself, then stop doing what you're doing, because either you're pleasing somebody or you are doing what somebody else wants you to do, or you've been pushed in a wrong direction. Let me tell you, when you experience life from the inside out, everything flows, everything changes. Your desires are in front of you and you can see them manifesting. The other thing I would like for you to do is navigate the flow of state. And how are we going to do that? Very simple. How do you know that you're in flow? Is because you are finding perfect balance between challenge and skills. And when you are your activities are active in a way that you're doing things that you love, you will know that you are in the flow because number one, you will not get tired. Number two, you will not regret doing it. And number three, you feel like you can smile through it and time go by so fast. That it is living from the inside out with self-conscious and flow of life. Now, I will give you an example. Pick something you enjoy doing, set a goal for it for 15 minutes without stopping, okay? Eliminate distractions and dive into it. How to self-discovery and flow state with personal growth is the magic formula. Personal growth will match in your self-discovery because you can learn from your own desires and everything will work out. And I'm going to tell you an example. When I was small, and we are all little kids, we experience people telling us what to do, when to do it, how to do it, where to go. When we grow up, our subconscious is already trained to continue pleasing and doing what we think is the right thing. But if you take time for self-discovery, when you take time in your life to know what you want, what you desire, and you are willing to speak up for your own sake, that is transparency. That is genuine time of your own self. So I encourage you today. This is an implementation. This is not for you to take notes and then just let them go. If you're having hard times implementing things that you learn, books that you read, then is when you have to reach out to a mentor, somebody that will guide you and actually assist you to propel in what your desires want. Now, today's day, the market is saturated. Everybody wants something from you. You need to stop and video that like you're looking at a video that you cannot answer. You observe consciously. You be aware of what you're doing at all times when you're watching that. It's like reading a book. You take what is good for you, you throw away the rest. Is anything in life you do it that way, then you are found yourself. Transparency, genuine self comes from discovering your own self. Now, let me tell you, sometimes it's not easy because people are scared to confront their own self, their own fears. And now I'm going to tell you, fears are a stop of your life. Fear are between you and your desires. When you take that out of that fear and you move completely forward as flowing in what you like and what you want to say and what you want to do and where you want to be, believe me, you will do it. Why? Because your desires come from your inner being. Your desires come from your real you. Now, I'm going to tell you an example of that. About a month ago, in the beginning of January, I wanted to be in a competition. I wanted to be in a competition so bad that I wanted to prove myself if I really can deliver a message. I didn't have other means, only to drive. I drove 20 hours on my own. But you know what? It was a desire that came flowing out of myself. And I was aware at all times where I was going, what I was ready to do. And even if I did not place in this competition, I will learn and be willing to be a sponge to learn something new in my life. But guess what? because I let my awareness to be in front of me at all time and be conscious of my driving. I went through 8 states for 20 hours driving, and because of my awareness and my intention to make it work, I did not miss one exit. Now, it's not easy. So for some people younger than me, I'm 67, you will say, well, that's easy. I just put the GPS. That's fine. But even with the GPS, when you see the expressways up and down and going in circles, and you get kind of confused because sometimes the GPS bring you to someplace else that you don't want to be. It is not easy as you think it is, because only the awareness and being conscious of what I'm doing and why I'm doing it, it took me there. 20 hours later, I met beautiful people. I have a great time, but I also won a 3rd place. Now, what does that mean? Because I push it? No, because if it was a desire that was flowing from my inner being, I let the flowing go, easy and simple. And not only that, I experienced snow, something that I wanted to desire all my life to see, and I did. So let me tell you today, if you're having a hard time to implement what you're reading, that actually you understand it, but you having hard time to implement it, you need to get a mentor. Mentors and coaches are available to everyone. Pick one. Mix and match coaches. Some coaches teach you about spiritual things. Other coaches teach you about business and things like that. You will click with somebody. They will help you to implement what you desire. And the other thing I wanted to let you know, when you are embracing yourself, your real self, when you're embracing the real you, you will never be the same. You will never let people step in your space, because you are real, genuine transparency for your own life. We are here on this earth with the intention to give out what we know as an experience. And I exhort you today, strategies for the self-discovery and flow of life are very crucial, because once that you found that being, that person, that spiritual person that live within you, everything will flow. Sickness will flee. And things that worry you will never, ever, ever worry you again. So if you are forward to continue your life and make it count, not for anybody else, make it count for you. Because at the end, we are here to be flowing from the inside out. This Monopoly game out there is for you to look at it and choose whether or not you want to play that game or not. In the meantime, you can be part of it. Of course, we have to pay bills. We have to be, aware of our responsibilities. But how about responsibilities that match your desires? What about paying for something that will get you there because it's your desire? You will not have to suffer or push it. It will come flowing from the inside out. So I exhort you today, always, to travel in, so your journey will come out perfectly. Again, we're not here, any coaches or mentors, to help you. You need to help yourself by making an intention that today, with these tips and clues and experience from others, you will apply them accordingly for what you believe. Everything is a belief. You need to believe you can do it, and then you will do it Otherwise, I will let you know that life is not short. If that's the way you see it, you do not have time to do anything. But if you live for your journey and to learn from that journey and take one step at a time, every step that you take, every step is important, not for anybody else, only for you. We're never going to arrive. We are in this journey forever until you pass, and then other people will continue doing the same. We're just passing by. And I just exhort you today that you need to sit down and in stillness. You know, the Bible in 46:10, the verse that saved my life, told me, be still. But it's a comma. Do not move from there. Because your stillness, your body, mind, and spirit need to be still. So your inner being, connected with the source of the divine, can speak to you, give you instructions, heal you, and propel you. Nobody else can do it. So out there are mentors and coaches to assist you. Are you going to help yourself? Make the intention today. Otherwise, you're going to continue buying books. You're going to continue buying practices. You're going to continue being in a way that you just in this journey to go on and continue pleasing others when you're not pleasing yourself. I encourage you today to discover self and discover that unique person that only you have that fingerprints that they don't match anybody else. And how do we do that? In stillness, in consciousness, in awareness. And then you're going to be able to be a creator. You're going to be able to have ideas and all what you need to propel in life. I am Natalie Betancourt. They call me Coach Kira. And I am here to turn you from the inside out. Love you guys. Thank you for stopping by in this mini workshop. And if you would like any help, just reach out to a mentor, reach out to a coach. I am here for you. And until then, self-discovery, awareness, and consciousness is what we all are about. Your transparency and your genuine self count for millions. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. And I just want to let you know that the mentoring always need to start with your self-discovery. It's like if you would like to go to a yoga class because you're missing something in your life, but if you do not know who you are, that yoga class is going to be like going to church. You take a yoga class on a Sunday, or you go to church on a Sunday. By Wednesday, you forgot everything that happened in church or in the yoga class, and you're back in the same place that you started. Why? Because discovering self, the genuine self, transparency, and you are the one that need to self-discovery to prepare in life. Until then, if this is being useful for you, I just wanted to put it in practice. And if you can't, look for somebody that will help you to do so. Thank you again, guys. Until then, Coach Kira here.
Thank you for engaging with this session of Thrive. As we continue with our next speaker, remember the insights and strategies shared are steps towards your transformative journey this year. Stay connected for more empowering talks. The Connected Leaders Academy is committed to your ongoing journey of growth and excellence. Remember, this journey is just beginning. Let's keep the momentum going. Join our community at www.connectedleadersacademy.com.